how sweet it is to be loved by you nerds. What is up? It's me, your buddy pal, HeyArcher. Welcome back to HeyArcher Live here on Nerd Affiliated. I realize the light is too damn hot up in this bitch, but that's all right. This is your weekly nerdy Thursday night show where we sit back, relax, pour ourselves a drink. I say we pour ourselves a drink, and hopefully by now you poured yourself just a little bit of I haven't poured it yet. I'm a little behind. I'm not gonna lie, I was kind of chilling. We're sitting down, we ate some dinner, we watched a new episode of Lower Decks, Star Trek shows, and I saw you guys were talking in the chat, so I was like, you know what? They've got it amongst themselves. They can hang out for a bit, and I'll get there. But, as I mentioned, this is your show. So first of all, if you've got a YouTube channel, a podcast, a blog, a vlog, an OnlyFans, a newsletter, smoke signals, whatever it may be, put it in the chat. Support one another. Plug yo shit. I don't really have an agenda today, so I figured we kind of just talk about whatever it is you guys all want to talk about. What I am doing, though, is I'm putting in the community tab a link to join the show. So if you are a channel member, you can click that link and come aboard. I had a glitch there in my mind as I was saying that. you know how it be. But without further ado, the man, the myth, the legend, even though I don't have the cup, it's me. I'm the problem. It's me. Good to see all of you. I didn't take the cheers yet. Knock that one out. Sweet nectar. Sweet nectar. How are you guys doing today? Like I said, you guys have been chatting, so let's catch up here. Aaron Waller in the house. Is Aaron officially the first one in the chat today, or does somebody else want to claim supremacy in that he's the fake champ? Dre in the house. Collector Safe Space. Good to see ya. I will say cool to that person that sent the message. I don't want to spoil the surprise. Dave in the house. Hey Archer. Hey Archer. Wow, what an echo. I'm going to wager 8:17 p.m. EST. I think you hit it, right? I would say it was probably like 8:16 when I had grabbed the ice and was walking in. So I say you were probably close, 17, 18. Dre said 19. It may have been 19. Rambling and Sal, get a pass on that. There you go. Salvatore in the house. Everybody saying hi to each other. Sal said, what's up, Aaron? Been a while. That is true. It's damn true. Dave saying he's a Ghostbuster now. He better show up close to on time, or else he's a probie for another year. By coincidence. Purely by coincidence. Rambling Nerd in the house. Good to see ya. Evening all. At the normie job, I'll be in and out. Hey, there you go. He called 22. He called 8:22. Dave saying hi. Whoa, 8:20 start. Pay that, man. Who called 20? If we're doing the Price is Right rules, that would make Anthony the winner. Yeah, Dre lost it by a minute, so Anthony's the winner of that one. We should do like a prize. Maybe like that's a thing. Every week we do, because you guys started this. I didn't start this. You guys started this. Every week we do the whole thing of what time will Archer actually show up, and maybe we find a way to have like a prize. Whoever wins that week wins the prize. You have to. I would make the rule that you have to be in the chat in the current stream, right? So like once I publish the stream, whatever time that is, you have to be there. You can place your bet. And maybe there's the added stipulation you have to be in the stream to win. You have to be here in the stream to see if you won. And then if you won, you get a cool prize, right? But what do we think the cool prize could be? What should it be? I don't want to break the bank on I think I got an idea. I think I have an idea, but I'll finish saying hi to everybody first. Dave saying hi. Aaron says, I like to rear my head every so often. That's true. It's damn true. I'm usually on streams, but rarely comment. It's a gift and a curse. That is true. That is true. And finally someone said it. So then I can say, Hollywood in the house. There you go. Exactly. The Hook and Ladder 8 shirt. Hell yeah. There you go. There you go. Like I said, by coincidence. By coincidence. You called me a Ghostbuster, and I happened to be wearing the shirt today. Repping that FYFD. Shout out to the firefighters out there doing the damn thing. Doing the damn thing. FDNY. Yeah. It's funny. I think, first of all, my New Yorker card should probably be revoked at this point because I read Dave's comment. It sounded wrong, but I still went with it anyway, saying NYFD, when I should damn well know it's FDNY. But, I'll give myself the button.
Boo! Boo! Rubbish! Filth! Slime! Muck! Boo!
So good.
Boo!
So good.
Boo!
So damn good. I had that weird moment just now where I looked at I've been all on Liquid Death for the last like 6 months. It's a problem. I drink more water because of Liquid Death. I watched the special on how, dude came up with the name. I was like, that's fucking impressive. I'm going to support your brand. So I've been buying Liquid Death waters. But now I'm like on to the Liquid Death flavors. And I just picked this one up, which is like their Sprite, except it's sparkling water. So I looked at the can. It's even like condensating, like a Sprite commercial. Anyway, I looked at the can, but then picked up the whiskey and drank it. And I thought I was drinking Sprite adjacent, but it was whiskey. But my body was like, oh, you still like this, though. So I thoroughly enjoyed it. So, yes, FDNY. I messed that one up. JB said he needs that cup. JB in the house. Good to see you. If you missed the stream with JB's Toy Trunk, go back and check that out. It was a fun one. Dave says that's a sexy shirt. It's the gun show. That it is. Rolando in the house. Good to see you. We got Patrick in the house. Good to see you. Dave says Dre was first. Patrick in the house. Did I say that already? I did say that already. I'll say it again. Patrick's the main man. But before I continue, somebody has decided to enter the arena. So for the sake of screen space, let me first remove a couple things. I have to figure out a way to reorganize the screen when I have guests on the show. But someone has decided to join the party. So, ladies and germs, freaks and geeks, we have in the house Senor News himself lately, T3 Collects.
What up?
What's going on, brother?
Hey, I'm part of the nerd affiliated community, so I wanted to jump on.
There you go. One of the benefits of joining for just 99 cents a month is you can join the show on random occasions. How you doing today?
Good. Just at a podcast.
Mm-hmm.
Very unplanned. I planned it when I was at work. All this news started showing up, and I'm like, okay, I don't want to talk about Hollywood stuff, but I have to now. This affects movies I like.
That is true. That is damn true. So while I get the links up, or I should say the video, see my brain shot. While I get the pages up for yourself, why don't you tell the folks who you are and what does your daddy do? Or just what's your story?
T3.
There you go.
Flex. Hi. You don't know me? Now you know me. My dad, he's retired from Southern Pacific Railroad, and now he just sits on the couch watching Fox News.
That sounds like all of our parents at this point. Hang on, let me make sure I add you onto the screen too. There you go.
Thanks.
So what do you got going on here?
You don't have to do that, but I appreciate it.
Tell us the story. What's going on at T3 Collects?
What's going on is I finally hit 800 subscribers today.
Hey.
Even though it said yesterday, 2 days ago I did, and I kept looking. I looked, and I'm like, it says 799. So obviously, YouTube sucks sometimes. So
yep.
Yeah. So 800. I'm on the road to 1K. That's the goal. Hopefully, you can get that 200 before December 31st. Be awesome. And yeah, that's pretty much it.
I love that.
Nothing new.
We're both on the roads to another K. I'm going for 2K by December. You're going for 1K by December. Ladies and gents, let's make that happen. I'm going to put the link in the comment section for all of you. I mean, Rolando probably already did it already. I'm not that far down the chat, but that dude's fast as shit.
He is. He is fast.
Love that. Make sure I get to everybody here. Dave shared his own link. I like that. He's not ashamed to plug. KO in the house. Good to see you. Sal saying 11 in the chat, but only 5 likes. What's going on here? Come on.
Let's fix that. I'm going to go ahead and boom. Now there's 9.
There you go. Aaron says, got to be in it to win it. So it's funny that you are here because, I said, you guys came up with the whole thing of like the guess of what time he actually shows up. And then I was like, oh, maybe this would be a prize. I was thinking the prize maybe is I mail out a picture to the winner.
Oh.
And whose idea was that to make pictures on print? That guy right there.
That would be JB's. That was JB's.
Was it JB? I thought it was you.
It was me. I just wanted to give him credit.
I mean, let's give JB credit for everything anyway. He's a cool ass dude. Like, why not?
Hell yeah, he is. Love JB.
Oh, yeah.
Like I said in your chat, his voice, he could be a radio guy without ever seeing his face. He just has a smooth voice. Love it.
Yeah.
And that may have sounded weird, JB. I'm sorry.
I'm sure he's fine with the compliment. I think I can say confidently, JB's fine with any compliment given to him.
Hope so.
There he is. So
yeah,
it's been a while since we've talked. A lot of news is out there. A lot of things happening. A lot of things not happening. But in the toy space, the question of the weekend: did you secretly order the Ghost and just not tell anybody?
No, I don't collect Star Wars, so nope.
There you go. You didn't give in to the FOMO. Appreciate that. I debated it. I truly debated it. I think anytime there's a crowdfund out there, we all have those moments where we're like, but am I going to be left out? Like, am I going to really and I caught myself. I was like, oh my God, freaking the Hasbro bug like bit me in the ass real quick, but I was able to identify it, go to the hospital, get it treated. So I did not spend the $500 plus shipping on the Ghost. So
that's called FOMO.
FOMO. Yeah.
Badly.
Yeah. Well, second question. There was another kind of, but not really crowdfund this weekend this week that ended. The NECA sewer layer. Did you end up getting that and not telling anybody?
Don't collect turtles. Nope.
There you go, man. This was the best week for you, man. Holy shit. This guy had no issues of potential FOMO at all.
Nope.
Weird.
I did pick up stuff today though. So
what do you got?
Let me grab this. But
actually, I'm gonna before you show it off, give me 1 second. I need to make sure I switch to you. There you go. And then I'll take JB's name off the list here. I'm sorry,
So
JB.
I didn't pick this up today, but I have been buying these. I've been back into cards, Marvel cards. So whenever there's a new something, I'll buy them.
Yep.
So Art G and Dante are into these too. So we kind of communicate, and they let me know. I know Art let me know this was out. So I picked up a couple boxes of that last couple weeks. Today I went toy hunting. It's been the first, I'm trying to think, 4 days. It's been 4 days since I've been to Target. I know that sounds like I am an Alcoholics Anonymous right now, but
the real ones
and
know. The real ones
yeah.
know what's up with that.
So I walked in, toy aisle.
Yep.
Actually, I walked by the toy aisle on the end cap. They had the Disney, they called Locana, whatever, those cards
Oh yeah.
wiped out. And I was like, damn it. So I was like, ah, toy aisle we go. And I found this, which is like freaking harder than hell to find.
Yeah, that's a tough one.
I already have it. So that's up for bid by whoever wants it now. I did find, but I know there was one, there's two people I talked to that wanted this, and one I remember because I just had him on the podcast the week prior. So they finally restocked this Black Widow.
There you go.
So that's going to Toy Skills. And if it was you, whoever it was I talked to that wanted that, let me know. I'll go back and grab that. And oh yeah, this is the other thing I grabbed. This was on clearance. The only thing on clearance I've been wanting, been waiting. I picked up the 2-pack.
Nice. How much was that in clearance?
$30.
Hey, that's good. That's a good price.
This was $60, dude. Like yeah. I would not pay $60 for that. So
no.
Yeah, that's the only thing I've picked up. I haven't really been picking up stuff.
Nice.
So yeah,
those are some working
on T-shirt designs and a charity thing that I'm trying to do for this coming winter. So that's what I've been kind of been doing.
Nice. I like that. That's good.
Yeah.
Mixing it up.
Give back.
Yeah. So I also made some pickups this week, but they were all online, I have to say. And who was it? Dave. Dave called it. He said I'm a Ghostbuster. And this week I made some Ghostbuster purchases. So I already had one. If you guys go back and watch the Metallica vlog, I finally went to Ollie's for the very first time ever, and I got this Winston with the slime on it. But yeah. I was like, I'm good with that one. Like, I'm just going to stop there. But you know how it be. I searched on Amazon, and a bunch of them were $12, $11. I was like, I can't pass it. Not for $10 or $11. That's cheaper than the Hasbro Pulse warehouse sales. So I ended up getting the rest. The most expensive was Spengler. He ended up being $31 still. Ooh. But because I spent 10 and 12 on the rest, I was like, I'll pay the extra. Like retail was what, 22 probably, 24. So yeah, paid a couple extra bucks. And then I was like, so I have some photographs I'll drop probably tomorrow morning. I needed some props for the photo. So I got dude from WandaVision. He was, I think, $11.99 on Amazon.
Good deal.
And I have, what's the other dude? The guy who was in Black Panther, but he was also in the other stuff. He was like the new Coulson guy.
Oh, Everett Ross.
Everett Ross. I got him for $12.99, I want to say, and he's coming tomorrow. So I was like, oh, these $11, $12, can't skip that. And if for nothing else, they're just good background characters for a photo.
True.
No. Nice.
Yeah, that Jimmy Woo was hard to find.
Is it really?
Yeah, he was, I think
he's a Walmart exclusive, I think, wasn't he?
No, he was actually like Target. You know how they do the whole case of every character Target does on Marvel Legends? Mm-hmm. He was the one that was online only. So you can only buy them online. And then that's how I ordered them that way. I ordered them online. And then I was toy hunting in Sacramento, which those toy hunt videos are from the summer. I walk into this place called That's Cheap, I think that's what it's called. And they had a freaking, probably like 100 of him just sitting there.
Wow.
Yep.
Wow. So I'm going to put a poll in the chat based on Patrick's question of, did anybody get the sewer layer from NECA? Because I don't know a single person that was like, oh, I grabbed it, or they posted like a purchase picture or anything like that. So put that in the chat, see if anybody picked that one up. You, switching gears slightly, you asked the question on your stream. I was listening on my drive home, and I'll pose that to the audience as well. I already put a poll out, so I guess I'll have to wait a while to put another one out. But you are, in the rare case, happy about a reboot coming out, and it's one of your. Oh, you're on the fence, a little on the fence.
I'm 50-50. Yes.
What? Tell the audience what reboot I'm talking about.
So the Crow reboot.
Should I hit the
they
applause or no?
filmed it.
What do you think?
Huh?
Should I hit the applause or no? Or just
No.
leave it? No.
It's your podcast. Do what you want, man. So the Crow, 1994, one of the best, in my opinion, comic book movies ever. Like right up there, late Brandon Lee. Also, shout out to JJ for giving my first hot toy. Thanks you again.
Yeah, that was great.
Yeah, so this was like quietly like filmed last summer, and they ended production some point in September. I can't remember now. So I was like, read, oh, production on the Crow reboot is done filming. And I'm all like, what? And I was like, I didn't even know they were making this. I know there was like the rumors of them making it. And so it was done in the can. And here we are a year later. They finally announced that it has a studio. It's basically picked it up. Lionsgate is putting it out in theaters in 2024. Didn't say when. The budget was $50 million, which is weird because the first movie, the production budget was $50 million, and no one died in this new movie that I know of. So that's good.
That's a win.
Yeah. And why I'm 50-50 is because I still feel like the original is an untouchable movie, but I'm going to give this one the benefit of the doubt.
Yep.
So we'll see what happens.
That's crazy. I had no idea. I had no idea that this was on the way or anything. I mean, I'm not surprised, but at the same time, it kind of out of nowhere to me. So I have to admit, I mean, I feel like you think, I mean, I feel like you know what I'm going to say, but I've not watched the Crow. God, what is wrong with me today? I just can't, you know what it is? I can't say this without thinking Brandon Lee is like staring at me in shame right now. And so is Bruce Lee. I'm sorry to say I have not seen The Crow in its entirety ever. And I swear to you, I will change that by next week. Just for you. Just for you.
It's all right. When we had Sleeping Collectibles on our second season, he said that he did not like The Crow. And I was like, wait, what? He said it was not that good. And I was like, you and I cannot be friends now.
Yeah.
Jokingly, I was should, but
yeah, of course.
Still, I was like, how can you say that movie's not good?
Yeah. Yeah. No, I mean, The Crow has a real solid fan base. I know of a lot of people who back in high school and elementary school who really enjoyed it. And at the time, I was not really into like all the things they were. Like, I wasn't a punk rock kid, was listening to metal at the time. Didn't get the whole like emo thing when that started to be a thing. So I was always just like, that's their movie. Like, that's just like their jam. But I was a Brandon Lee fan. I mean, Showdown in Little Tokyo, I think, is one of the best 80s action movies all time that just doesn't get talked about.
Totally.
And, you know, I've never had any issues. So I have no reason now to have never seen it, because since then, listened to metal music and got into punk and went through that phase. So I'm like, I feel like I owe it to myself to see his last movie that, I mean, my man literally died making, which is insane.
Yeah. I mean, not only that, it has one of the best probably movie soundtracks ever made.
Yep.
So there's that.
Yep. No, that's crazy. So you posed the question saying, what movies do you guys think is untouchable that should not be remade? And I'll pose that to the audience. If you guys can put in the chat a movie that should not be remade, but also what movie are you guys okay with being remade? Because I mean, I know in your stream, people mention Lethal Weapon. I think Sal mentioned Cobra. Like, yep. I'd be okay with a couple of those being remade. Over the Top is literally so over the top. I don't want it remade, but I might be fine with it. But I think of Tango and Cash. I think Lethal Weapon, like the buddy cop stuff, I probably would be okay with a remake on those. So first, I'd ask you, do you have Outside the Crow something that should not be redone in your opinion?
I mean, obviously there's the classics. So I know, like I mentioned, Back to the Future, that at one point someone was said that they wanted to remake Back to the Future, and Zemeckis said "Over My Dead Body."
Mm-hmm.
So, I mean, that's definitely something I don't feel like should ever be touched ever again.
Right.
Like, don't
Agreed.
touch it.
That's my
I'm
number one
okay
answer.
with right, and I think I'm okay with, like, we were talking about, like John Wick, for instance.
Mm-hmm.
There's the movies, and they're kind of doing like the prequel of the Continental on Peacock, which comes out here like any day now.
Mm-hmm.
And then the offshoot, the ballerina. So we're going to learn about the ballerina. So I think it's okay to do that to kind of reinvigorate the franchise and get interest into it. That I'm okay with doing.
Mm-hmm.
Kind of like Rocky with Creed, like they did the same thing.
Right.
It's an offshoot. I'm cool with that.
Yeah.
But remaking a classic, like action movie or a comedy that is beloved, like I don't think they should be done. I know there's rumors of them doing The Goonies, a remake of The Goonies. I'm like, they already did that. Stranger Things, but it's a horror element. Yeah, so I don't know.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's a good question for everybody. I like JB's answer. Rush Hour can never be remade. 100% agree.
Goodfellas should not be remade. Patrick says, I didn't watch The Crow because my older cousins told me it was too scary. Yeah. I remember.
It's not.
Dude, but it's funny. I remember being young and it being on like channel 11 or something. And I was like, oh, this seems like too much for me. And I like changed the channel. So I could see that being, 7 or 8 or whatever and not knowing what you're getting into and then seeing that and being like, whoa, this is, too much. Dre says, don't touch Lethal Weapon, Cobra, Back to the Future, Commando, or Tango and Cash. I'm fine with a Tango and Cash remake only because I feel like we've had so many buddy cop stuff since then that at this point they would just be putting the name on it, but it would just be your run-of-the-mill action film. Like it wouldn't be, nothing too crazy. Actually, Dave agrees with me. Back to the Future should not be remade, but he'd be okay with Tango and Cash. Yeah, exactly.
At one point they were going to reboot Tango and Cash, or a new, I don't know, reboot, new generation. I don't know.
Yeah, I forget.
Still up in the air.
Maybe it was Yukon Phil's stream with Seth, where I think I mentioned that in the comments. He got asked about remakes or something, and he was like he didn't want any remakes, but I said like I'd be okay with a remake of Tango and Cash, and if it was a current day thing, like maybe I can't remember who's who, but Stallone's character is like Henry Cavill, who you said you heard is rumored to be in Highlander, which I'm down for. I think Henry Cavill could do we've seen him all dappered up in Mission Impossible. You do that again, he's a clean cut guy that's tough, And then the Kurt Russell character, if I'm thinking about like current action people, who could be a good? I'm not going to say that Helmsworth. I'm not going to say any of them.
No, I have an idea, but
who do you got?
I'm going to get so much hate for this. Jason Momoa probably, but I know he's doing a buddy action film with Dave Batista.
Batista, yeah, he is. You know, I could see that the like surfer dude. You know,
Mm-hmm.
I think when I was trying to think of, I had a name, and I can't think who I chose, but I was like, I'd be fine with somebody like not being like attractive, like just some like, you know, I don't want Kevin Hart, but like some like shorter, like you wouldn't expect it to be like
Right.
the sex icon to be the Kurt Russell character.
That's funny.
I'll try to think about who it
And,
was.
and what would be cool would be if that was to happen. Like I like the Henry Cavill. Like that's good, man. I would have
Mm-hmm.
not thought him.
Mm-hmm.
Wyatt Russell, Kurt Russell's son.
Mine as well. Mine as well.
I mean, why not? Those
Yeah,
two
why not?
look like why not? Like,
Yeah, and he's
and
shorter.
to go back, yeah, and to go back to your question, when you mentioned Tango Cash, I was like, oh, that's Big Trouble in Little China, Untouchable.
Yeah,
That's mine.
yeah, yeah.
Like, don't do that.
Remember the rumor when The Rock was gonna do it?
Yes, and I would have boycotted that shit.
Holy shit! And I feel like he still wants to. I feel like it's still on the docket. But holy shit! I was just like, what are you talking about, man?
So
Stop
I do
that,
remember
man.
that, and I was like, no, don't, no. After Black Adam, no, no.
No, not at all. Let me end the first poll of the night just to see where we're at here. This might be the first time we got a poll that was 100% no. So shout out to all of you guys. Nobody got the sewer layer. I will start a new one. I'll do a Q&A right quick. What 80s movie do you want remade? We'll start that one up there. Sal said, don't touch Desperado. It wouldn't work. I don't want, sorry. Oof, my vision. I don't want it dark like John Wick, and I don't want them to remake that silliness. Hot take here, not a Desperado fan. What about you?
I mean, at the time when it came out, I thought it was cool, but
Yeah.
watching it now, I'm just like, eh.
Yeah. That's the thing. I think there's like that category of movie that like as a kid, like or a youngster, you're like I'm gonna like this movie because my friends like this movie, but then as you
Right.
get older, and that can go for bands too. Like as you get older,
Mhm.
you're just like, you know, it really wasn't all that.
Well, that's like, so I grew up, obviously, we all grew up, but I grew up listening to like what my parents listened to. Like, we as a kids, that's what we do.
Yeah.
Whatever our parents were listening to, we listen to. Then we kind of grow into our own type of like what we listen to as music. And then I got into this, and it sounds very strange, probably. So I was listening to blues,
Mm-hmm.
and that's what got me into punk rock music. So
Yeah.
as a kid, I listened to punk rock, skater kid, and to this day, I know this is like, when they got popular in '99,
Yep.
but I'm a Blink-182 fan till death, and I get
Mm-hmm.
shit on all the time for that. I was like, I don't give a
Really?
shit. I love Blink-182.
Yeah. Really? People give you shit for like? Is it because the rest of your friends were like punk guys, and they?
No, because everyone's just like, dude, they suck. And I'm like, you used to freaking go all the concerts with me. You tell me
Yeah.
they suck.
Yeah. No.
Freaking poser.
Yeah. Speaking of like punk stuff, I what was it Sunday? Yeah, Sunday night I almost went to a concert. I didn't even know this was a tour. It was Sum 41, Simple Plan, and I almost said Yellow Card, but that was a different show.
Different one.
It may have. Ooh, it actually may have been Yellow Card, but I was like, holy shit! I'm like fucking 18-year-old me was all about that. I would have rushed down there, but I literally was just like, I'm too lazy to sit in my car an extra 10 minutes. I was like, it's nah, I'm good.
Dude, have you ever seen them live?
Sum 41.
41?
Yeah, my
Yeah.
first concert ever
Oh,
actually was Sum 41.
dude, talk about a band that sounds like what you listen to on CD live. Like,
Yeah,
it's hard to pull that off.
yeah.
And I remember seeing Blink-182's Pop Disaster Tour with Green Day.
Mm-hmm.
It was like Take It Back Sunday. I think there was another band that opened for them. So the rapper Mickey Avalon, some other band, Take Back Sunday, Weezer, Green Day, Blink-182.
Wow.
Great lineup.
Wow.
Seen Take Back Sunday plenty of times, partied with them, hung out with them. And Weezer and Green Day, probably the top tier of bands I've ever seen live that sound so tight. Like, thought I was listening to a CD. I was like, this is unbelievable.
Yeah.
They're so good live.
Yeah. Yeah. One, I gave all credit, even though it wasn't my first time seeing them. I gave all credit to James, Kurt, and Robert after seeing Metallica the other day. Not Lars, because F Lars, but I was thinking about it. I'm like, this guy is fucking 60 years old, and he's up there ripping it for 2 hours. Like, so impressed. But I remember I took my friend to go see, if you know the band, August Burns Red.
Oh, I love them. Seen them many times.
Oh, yeah. And he was like, forever I've been trying to get him to listen to them. And he was the more like metal guy, like Black Label Society, Amon Amarth, like that was all his stuff. And I was the more like I dip my toe into metal, but like I dress like I go to Abercrombie and Fitch, like that kind of metal music. And I took him to see August Burns Red, and he was like, they were fucking locked up on there. He was like, the way they were playing live, I did not think, because he listened to a song or two like on the way there. He was like, holy shit. He was like, that was even better in person than it was on the album. Like they are wild.
They're so good.
Yeah.
Offspring was the other band that played with Sum 41.
Yes, that's what it was. It was Offspring, yeah.
And they're on my list. They're the one band I have not seen live.
Well, keep an eye out for this tour. Maybe it's coming to your area. So in disappointing news, you know, somebody may be getting fired tonight. I'm not too sure. We'll have to make that a poll as well. So Mark asked Sal if he saw Rush Hour yet. And Sal had the nerve, the audacity to say, yes, Mark, and I wasn't impressed. Sal, if you want to come on stream and defend yourself, you're more than welcome.
Yes, Sal, come on and defend yourself.
Holy shit. I can't believe it. Dre says, and I can't remember if he was asking or if he was commenting on yes or no, but best of the best. I was thinking about that movie the other day, and I was like, I can go for another one. Or you say no?
I feel like they've done a reboot of that. I thought maybe not.
Well, I got to pull them up. I got to pull up the best of the best movie list, because talk about a franchise that was like, oh shit, we made some money on the first one. Let's keep going. Hey, what ideas do you have? I don't know. Let's send one of them to do an A-Team type movie. And they're like, yes, do it. Let me see here if I can find. All right. So best of the best 2, Eric Roberts does come back for this one. And I think this one is another like tournament, but it goes left like mad fast. Like we're just like straight up, like beyond Kumite level fighting in this one. And it's only those 2 that come back from the first one, Eric Roberts and then this Asian guy who they did not even put his name on the cover here. But then,
no, but he's a well-known actor too.
Yeah. Oh yeah. But then he keeps going. Oh, did we get Mark? Thank you, sir. Mark giving us the $9.99 super chat to help us cope with Sal's firing of being on Nerd Affiliated. Best of the best 3. Oh, what was her name? Holy shit. I forgot she was in this movie.
Ina Gerthon.
There you go. This one is straight up like, I don't know what the fuck they were thinking. They were just like, you know, we're just going to send him out there. He's going to be a gun specialist. He's going to fight off some angry cowboys trying to take a ranch or something. And they just they just went for it. And I was like, you know what? I'm here for this. Like, I'm here for this movie.
Dude, I remember that movie because I worked at Blockbuster when that came out.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. It's literally like they filmed the movie and they're like, what are we going to title this? This title sucks. Oh, we'll just make it a best of the best movie. Yeah. That's what they did.
They're like, shit, dude. They're like, we just filmed this movie. Like, you know what it is? They filmed it and they like named it something like over the top, and they're like, "Oh, we can't name it that because that already exists. What should we do?" And the actor was like, "Well, we can just make it another Best of the Best movie." And they're like, "Yes."
Was there's a second one? Oh, we're gonna make it number 3 then.
Yeah, love it.
Oh my god, that's
Absolutely
funny.
love it. The Rambo look here.
Oh yeah.
Oh god, did they make a fourth one? Let's see if they made a fourth one. They did.
Damn.
They kept going. Yes.
This is when when direct to video was a big thing.
Without warning. Oh my god. Oh my. All right, here we go. Did they make a fifth one?
Yeah, I was gonna say, now I'm curious. Nope.
No, stopped. Oh man, we need Best of the Best 5. We need Best of the Best 5. But this time, this dude is on a boat, and the boat gets hijacked, and then all of a sudden Sandra Bullock shows up.
Oh, so Under Siege?
Yeah, it's called. Oh yeah, and then Seagal shows up. So we'll call this one Best of the Best 5 Under Speed.
There you go. Oh my god.
So before I continue in the comments, I apologize.
Jesus.
Back in the day, for those of you who have been here since the jump, I used to say F copyright strikes, I don't care. And we would watch like old trailers on here, and it would always be the like shitty one that like nobody talks about anymore, that they would hit me with the copyright claim. And tonight, for example, I bet you we would have watched like a Crow trailer. Maybe we watched like a Blue Beetle trailer or something.
Oh,
but it would be Best of the Best 3 that sends me the copyright claim, where I'm like, dude, nobody's even talking about your movie. I'm helping you, and you hit me. But now that we're big time, now that we're Hollywood, I can't be risking it.
Funny, because I did can't remember now, a Funko Pop thing for the Crow, like 2 of them. I inserted clips of the Crow in there.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, oh wait, I'm gonna get a copyright strike. I didn't get one. I was actually shocked.
Wow.
Yeah. I got one for The Office though, and I was like, damn it.
So Dre answered the Q&A. I'm trying to scroll to see if it shows up in Ecamm. I don't think it does. It doesn't. So how do I just end it? Let's see. This will remove the question in the question list. I don't think it shows it. It doesn't. Damn. All right. Well, he said Red Heat. Dre said Red Heat for one that he's down to be remade, and I think I'm okay with that one too.
I'm okay with that.
Yeah. Was that? I almost said Dolph Lundgren. That was Arnold Schwarzenegger and Belushi's brother, I want to say.
Yep. Jim.
Let's see. Red Heat.
Jim Belushi.
Yeah, Jim Belushi. That's one. I've only seen it, I think, once, and I need to see that again. Yeah. Yeah.
Well,
actually,
here's the question.
Yeah.
Would they make that movie right now with Russia being an issue?
You know, Hollywood really struggles with the Russia thing, because even thinking back to, was it the Red Dawn reboot? They ended up making that one Korea. Yeah, Russia is not cool with them being looked at like that anymore. Like, it's not that they were then, but you know, back then it was like F them. But now it's like, no, please, we don't want to kill each other. Like, let's not piss each other off.
Yeah, I mean, if they did do it, it'd be the same thing. Like Red Dawn, they would make it some other country.
Yeah, yeah. But no, I definitely got to watch.
Yeah, I'm okay with that.
Yeah, I think that's a good call. That's a good one. Let me scroll back up. We had a couple come through. Let's see. Easily. I think it went back too high up. Aaron says The Crow is always on Spike TV or similar for me. I don't have regular TV anymore, so I can't say it comes across my screen a lot. Patrick says, I didn't watch the joke until the Flash. Oh, sorry, I didn't get that joke until I watched the Flash. I don't. Which joke? Which one? I don't remember. It's too far along ago in the conversation. All right, so Sal puts his review in here for Rush Hour. He says Chris Tucker was trying too hard to be Mike Lowry and Axel Foley put together. Dude, no. Chris Tucker was killing it at that time. Like, coming off of Friday, like, he was the man. He was the man.
At what? Friday?
Mm-hmm.
Money Talks? Rush Hour.
Yeah.
Banger, banger, banger.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And then, just like all good comedians, trips up, takes an L when he decides, I'm going to be religious now and not do any more dirty comedy. Boo that man. Oh, so it was about me liking Flash. That was the joke was in there about me liking the Flash, which was a great movie.
I don't know if you're like joking about that or.
Dude, I like that movie. Who was I talking to the other day that said that? Somebody I was talking to the other day, and they were like, "Oh, I finally sat down to watch it, and I enjoyed it." And I was like, "Really?" They're like, "Yeah," and I was like, "Oh, me too." And everybody hates me for it. And they also said, "Oh, well, it's because it was just happening. I wasn't like taking it too seriously or anything." And I was like, "All right, I think we're on the same page here." Like, it was just like I viewed it as DC's F it, like, screw it, let's just do whatever. But I think
I can see that.
I think where they messed up was they actually meant it. And then, spoilers for the Flash, I'll just say it now. The end of the movie doesn't reboot anything. So I was like, oh shit, you guys actually committed to, like, this could continue. And I was just like, bravo. Like, the delusion level is just off the charts.
I'm not going to say I did not like the movie. I've seen it plenty of times now.
Mm-hmm.
Because when it came out on HBO Max, God, I can't get that out of my head.
Yeah, I know.
I rewatched it. There's like literally nobody else, and I just like watched it again.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, okay, already seen this. We're gonna go through this again. Came out of it, same result. Still thought it was decent. Thought it was good.
Yeah.
CGI is what took me out of the movie.
Yeah.
Some of the jokes fell flat to me, but overall, it was an entertaining comic book movie. Wasn't as they were hailing it the greatest comic movie ever made? Hell no, it wasn't.
Well, you know what? But you know what it is? I think because it's the same reason I kind of liked Justice League, the Whedon cut, right? Hot take. I get it. But I think I liked it because as the movie was going on, I was like, oh, you know what? Like, this isn't a serious superhero movie. Like I feel like I'm watching an episode of a cartoon. I'm not going to soil it by saying an episode of Justice League Unlimited because that's just like so good. But I felt like I was just watching like a cartoon movie and like things are happening. Powers are there. Superman shows up again. Like, I was like, yeah, whatever. It's fine. Like, I enjoyed it. It was a good movie experience. Do I regret paying for it? Yeah. Could I have lived without it? Yeah. But it's like just a movie I could just sit there, like turn my brain off and not worry about like things being canon or like, you know, the next movie. You just kind of let it go. I don't know.
Yeah, and I think that's part of the problem is like I don't know if I've talked about this publicly. I don't even know. I feel like now this is like my personal opinion. Like the 4 or 5 weeks of advanced screenings they were doing, those fan screenings.
Oh yeah,
The Flash that people got to see for free.
Yep.
I think one that hurt it. So you got to think like their budget was like $200 something million for that to make that movie. Took them 9 years to make it. $200 million, 220 million, I think, to make it, and then another 200, 150, 200 in marketing. That includes those fan whatever.
The fan.
So now you're at $400 million. The movie didn't even break even. It's the biggest flop in history. One of the biggest flops. So there's that factor, and the factor that they announced James Gunn's rebooting the DC universe. That didn't help it either.
Yeah.
So, like, Warner Brothers kind of screwed themselves. Like, they should have waited until Aquaman came out.
Yeah.
To say, oh, okay, we're rebooting the DC now.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
somebody's here. Somebody's here. Sorry, they need to attempt to defend themselves. I don't think it's possible. You know, I think it's a lost cause, but you know, willing to entertain it. Ladies and gentlemen, sadly, I forgot to change the link, so he found his way in here, but Sal's in the house.
Sal!
I am in the house. I don't know how I sound because I'm trying this new setup thing, so if I'm too loud, I'm sorry.
Well, you were yelling just now, so I think I had a regular voice tone. It will be fine. So, why do you know, I understand that my Flash take is, you know, quite controversial, and some of you have threatened mutiny and all that stuff, but
your Flash take is just wrong.
But dude, Rush Hour, you have issue with, first of all, for those who have missed previous episodes, one, what are you doing? Hit like, subscribe, all that stuff. But two, Sal had not seen Rush Hour until recently. When did you even see it?
I saw it, 2 weeks ago?
That's insanity. And you didn't like it?
No. Am I coming through low? I'm sorry, I adjusted some settings again.
Oh, you sound great.
You can reverse a little bit, like you just shoved your kid out of the way. You could you could raise it back up a little bit from whatever you had before.
All right.
But what's why do you hate such an iconic good movie such as Rush Hour?
I don't hate it. I don't want you to misunderstand. I don't hate it.
Okay.
It was enjoyable. Chris Tucker wasn't that good, because you got to remember, look, okay, so that movie comes out like 20 years after Beverly Hills Cop, and then it's in between Bad Boys 1 and 2. He was like forcing himself to be like Axel Foley and Mike Lowry put together. The whole trust fund thing with the money and the clothes and the fancy cars, and then like the cop with attitude, and it's like it felt so forced. Like I didn't. Chris Tucker was the worst. Jackie Chan's the best part of that movie.
T3? I don't know. You want me to go?
Oh, God. I remember when I seen the first Rush Hour, and it's when I lived in Oregon, and I left that movie theater, and I was just like, that was a freaking great movie. Back, you know, when did Beverly Hills come out? In like 84 or something? I don't think I seen that movie until I was probably in my teens. And yes, it's a good movie, but Rush Hour to me is better. And yes, Jackie Chan's the man, though. So, but Chris Tucker forcing himself to be like those two characters, I think that's just Chris Tucker in general. That's how he is.
I agree with that. I think what makes a difference when it comes to Sal seeing it now versus Sal seeing it back when it came out was Jackie Chan's like big debut into American culture. Like Rumble in the Bronx had already come out, and that was like, you know, hit or miss or whatever. But this was the one where, like, as a Jackie Chan fan as a kid, seeing him like on TRL, for example, like that was just like, holy shit, like something I watch on bootleg VHSs is now getting into pop culture, and like regular people are seeing it and all that stuff. So it was like such a cultural thing to see the dude from Friday, first of all, play a cop, but then also now have this dude from Asia that does his own stunts. Like, who does that? Come do this movie together. So even the jokes that were happening in that movie, like, although deemed racist now, I'm sure, at the time, like, people were just like in the audience, like reacting the same way Chris Tucker was. Like, what'd he say? Like, where's this guy from? Like, all that kind of stuff. It was great. It sadly may be one of those you had to be there moments to fully appreciate Rush Hour for what it was.
But I see, that's the thing. So Rush Hour comes out in 1998, right? I've seen Police Story, Who Am I, and Rumble in the Bronx by then. And Jackie Chan wasn't new to me. Was that really the one that blew him up? Like Jackie Chan Adventures, the cartoon that came out
That's
after all
after.
that, and then then Shanghai Noon and Shanghai Nights that
Way
came after all that.
Yep.
But I was already on by then. I was already on Jackie Chan, and maybe look, I watched the movie 25 years after it came out in '98. So maybe that's it. Maybe it was like a period piece. If I would have caught it in theaters, maybe my opinion would be different. But I was already a huge fan of Beverly Hills Cop, and I was already a huge fan of Bad Boys.
Right.
So, like by 1998, there's already rumors floating around about Bad Boys 2.
But like the pool hall scene, like the whole thing, like from him interrogating his cousin to even when when Jackie Chan greets the guy with the hello N-word. Like, you telling me you weren't laughing in that entire?
I'm not saying it's a bad movie. I'm saying I don't like Chris Tucker.
Man, get your hands off my suit. Your mother bought me this suit. Come on, man. That was so good. Oh my god! And then
even like the opening, right? I watched the opening. I'm like, this is so Bad Boys. It's like, blowing up cars and stuff, and just like being wild and reckless and laughing about it. I'm like, I've seen all this before.
Yeah, but at the time, like, it wasn't like that. Oh, man.
Yeah, dude.
Well, what about all right? JB mentions The Fifth Element. Like, come on, like, give Chris Tucker.
I love The Fifth Element. Fifth Element's Die Hard in Space.
Yeah, that dude was killing it at the time.
It's different role, not the same thing.
It's kind of.
And I love Friday, and I love Next Friday, and it's like, it's just that role is just too much of. It's two of like my favorite cop movies, like slammed together, and someone doing an impression of it.
Yeah.
Yeah, but you got to think, like, even to now, which I don't think there's been very many, those buddy cop movies, they all follow the same formula. They're all like rehashing something.
Yeah. Yeah. No, it's tough to. It's tough at this point to do a cop thing without the comedic. One person's a fish out of water, the other one is the like degenerate, you're about to get fired cop. You know, like it. Nobody breaks that mold anymore, because sadly now everything has to be like comedic in some sort of way. But
that's like they just came out with this movie on Netflix. I forgot the title. All right, Hidden Strike. So Hidden Strike is essentially it's the same movie but with John Cena. It already has Jackie Chan in it.
Oh, oh my god! Did you watch it?
Oh yeah, I remember that.
No, I have just from the trailers. From the trailers, it looks like Rush Hour with John Cena.
So bad.
I mean, I want to watch it.
No, I don't have Netflix anymore.
Oh, blessed.
I mean, this is some good stuff.
I do want to say before I continue, welcome to the stream, Lewis.
Hey, what's up, Lewis?
First of all, marvelous. Also, Nathan Bowden was in earlier. I saw, and then Ted. I think it's also Ted's first time in the stream. So welcome in. Yeah, that one just looked so terrible. Patrick says, yeah, there was so much good. Wait, sorry. I covered the thing. There was so much in the present racism. Good times. Yeah, it was. God, that's such a good movie, though. Such a good movie.
I mean, look, I'm telling you, Jackie Chan is what did it for me with that movie. It definitely wasn't Chris Tucker.
Yeah. So young. Oh man. But I mean, after that, I think it was downhill. Like Shanghai Nights, even though Aaron Waller wants a remake or a sequel, I was like, this is so bad. Like that point, they jumped the shark. They're like, we need to keep milking this. Jackie Chan's a cop in America, doesn't know what's going on. And Rush Hour 2 was good. I don't remember seeing 3, but I feel like 3 was not.
No, it was not that good.
Yeah. Because again, once they all start trying to be like clean comedy, it just ruins it. Like you can't. It doesn't work. This doesn't work.
Well, that's what happened. That's what happened with Beverly Hills Cop 3.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah. Yeah, it kind of just ruins it. JB said, "We watch Rush Hour 1 through 3 quarterly. No bullshit." Yeah. Yeah, I endorse that. I do endorse that. So before we go, I'll just ask. I'm gonna do a slight bend of the rules here. Just a thumbs up or thumbs down. We'll start with T3, and then go to Sal. Watching / do you care about Ahsoka?
So I just caught up. I watched 3 at work and watched 4 when I got home. 4 best episode they've had. Don't know what to expect. Like, I think it's like with 4, like it brought me back into Star Wars. Like, I'm like, okay, this is what I wanted. This is what I thought the show was gonna be like. So I'm a thumbs up right now. That could change by the end of this though.
Yeah. Sal?
I disrespectfully disagree with you. I'm not liking it. I'm a huge Star Wars fan. It's so many. I mean, I know with the whole writer strike thing, you want to try to hold on to some integrity over here in the office, but I'm not behind it at all.
Yeah.
Like, no, they're making mistakes with their own lore. They're going against so many different things.
Yeah.
So many different things. You tell me Mandalorian helmets don't have chin straps? Like, you're going to get me fucking started and I'm going to lose my shit.
Yeah.
You know?
It's the little things.
You tell me you're a Mandalorian. You're holding his fucking blaster, so you default to the lightsaber. It's like, get the fuck out of here, man. Like, come on. And that's little
To
stuff.
my defense,
I have an issue with directing and everything. I have an issue with directing and choreography. It's just, we can go on for a few hours if we had the time.
My defense, I like Star Wars. I grew up with it. I mean, we pretty much all grew up with it, but I am more of a Marvel dude. So,
wait,
Carlos,
actually,
I'm just fucking with you, man.
Wait,
nothing but love. I'm just teasing you.
I forgot to ask this question then. Why is it you don't? I mean, bless your heart, because it's a wormhole. But why don't you collect Black Series or anything Star Wars?
I'm not saying that I literally quit collecting it. So I had probably a good 100 and something Black Series figures.
Oh wow!
What it was the moment I seen I think it was last year because it's now in Walmart, that Boba Fett on the retro card.
Yeah.
When I saw that Target for $33.99, I'm like, this is literally the same one that came out 2 years ago.
Yeah.
That's what drew me over the edge. Okay, I was like, okay, I'm done. I'm selling them all. Sold them all. And then the Clone Wars Darth Maul just came out this year, and I bought that one. So that's literally the only Star Wars Black Series I own.
Got it.
That's why I sold everything. And then I picked it back. This is what I have left. I have Power of the Force.
Oh, nice.
But those are all going next.
It's tough, man. You know, I think being a Star Wars fan now, especially when it comes to the collecting stuff, it's like, I feel like the best analogy I can think of is we're all junkies when it comes to some Star Wars stuff. And I'm seeing my friends continue to be junkies. And I'm like, no, stop. I'm telling you, like, there's a better way. And supporting stuff like, I know that there was posts all day, all week about like, don't bash anybody who backs the Ghost. I'm sorry, $500 for that thing. Like, that's a lot. That's a lot for something that you're not going to like, you can buy 2 Hot Toys and potentially display the Hot Toys, maybe even 3 for that much. This thing, it's going to stay in a box. But because Star Wars fans at times suffer the worst FOMO, 21,000 people bought that thing for $500. Well, 21,000 orders. There's thousands of flippers in that thing, but you know.
I think the only thing with like Star Wars, like I've talked about this before, if you look down the whole Hasbro license or not, well, they don't have all that, but like all their action figures. You go from Transformers, Power Rangers, G.I. Joe, Marvel Legends, Star Wars.
Yeah.
Out of all those, Star Wars is the one that's more expensive than any of them.
Yeah.
They have more variants of everything. They have more repaints than anything.
Yeah.
So
Disney wants their money. Gotta feed that mouse.
Yeah, the mouse needs it. You got to keep Walter nice and cold in the bunker.
You gotta pay that electric bill.
That shit's not cheap, man.
I mean, I will say that $500 for that ship is actually expensive, but it's better than the Ghost Rider that they did
Yeah, for sure.
last year.
For sure. But you know,
To
go ahead, Sal.
Sorry, go ahead. No, sorry.
No, you good.
Finish. To JB's point, two things I want to comment on what he said. So you're talking about us being junkies. He says he watches Rush Hour, quarterly.
Mm-hmm.
I watch A New Hope a few times a year. Ben Kenobi is my Kenobi. All right.
Yeah.
Maybe it is like a junkie thing. I got to get my fix. And to talking about if he's JB said he bought the ship, he bought the Ghost, and he's going to play with it. Hell yeah!
No, he said if he bought it.
He did.
Yeah.
I'm like that too. Like having collectibles and stuff like that. I don't really do that kind of thing, but if I did, I don't want it in a displays case. I want to use it.
Yeah.
Like a signed baseball bat, I don't have the self-control. I would want to use it. I want to show up with my Ken Griffey Jr. black Louisville Slugger, signed and everything. And it's I want to use it. That's Ken Griffey Jr.'s bat. Now I'm using it.
Yeah.
I don't know. I can't see putting up that kind of money and then not leaving it on a shelf or leaving it in a box.
Well, and that's why shout out to Anthony, shout out to Steve. I forget which button's which at this point. It's getting late. There we go. The Proton Pack. You can wear it, make a costume out of it, take it places, use it on Halloween, all that stuff for the same price as the Ghost that's going to sit in a box. To me, right? Seeing what this costs at $450, I think it was, versus that for $500, I was like, you know what? I think I'm good. Well, that was fun.
I don't collect. You guys have, you guys are sick.
You will.
Between you and Patrick,
yep.
I end up getting my first one.
Yeah.
And it's going to be a bad rabbit hole. I already feel it. I already want Frieza really bad. I'm willing to put the money for the first form one with the chair.
Oh God. Let's do an Amazon check on that.
See a hot toy in Cell's future.
Yes. Yeah.
I like statues better. I don't have any, but I've always been more towards statues than toys.
Well, that's why
I'm
you
going to say your first one.
Statue. Yeah.
All right. So Frieza right now, $87 on Amazon. I feel like it came down a little bit.
Yeah, all my bills are paid for the month, so I get next paycheck. That's coming, I guess.
Do it, Sal.
$87.
I almost pulled the trigger on this because of Patrick again. F you, Patrick. Where was it? I am sad I missed Yamcha at 65, but where are you? It was the Gohan Super Saiyan 2.
Not a fan look at Yamcha either. I would have liked him with the long hair instead. Hopefully it comes with two heads.
No, so that one, I'll go back to it in a second. Where's...
That cooler looks great too. The what is it? The Dragon Stars one?
You don't want Dragon Stars. That one.
No, that's the figure arts one.
Yeah, the figure arts you want. Yeah.
I haven't seen that.
Yeah. So they have the metal one coming out soon.
Oof,
that one, the pre-orders. Oh yeah, my favorite one too. Movie number 6. It's got some shine to it. But the Yamcha, what's cool about him, the reason that he's so expensive, other than they know they can charge a hell of a lot because people buy them because they're great quality figures. So different faces. It's just the one set of hair. It's the I'm secretly actually Gohan's father hair.
Yeah.
But he comes with an accessory that can go with your Android 15. I might be wrong, but
no.
Zero.
Nope.
Which one's
20?
20. There you go. Sorry. So it comes with a hand accessory they can put on there, and
for his mouth. That's cool.
And it comes with that accessory to go in the back.
Ooh.
That's
that's pretty.
Yeah. So that's why SH can charge this. Like, they give you pieces that can go to other figures you have. So like if you're trying to recreate that scene on your shelf, you can do it. Like even this Frieza, like I debated getting this Frieza, not my favorite form or anything, but even the extent that he comes with a whole separate torso, so you can switch it out.
Oh, that's awesome.
And do the slash thing if you have trunks already. Like
That's great, man.
Yeah. Telling me you're done collecting. Huh.
Yeah, no, it's the figure arts that's gonna kill me. It's gonna get me divorced.
And then T3 mentions
It's so good.
Go ahead.
Sorry. No, and it's like you said, you know, you're looking at the quality too. It's not like you're getting a Black Series, which is like a remold and a repaint. You're getting quality here, and you're not only are you getting quality, like this Piccolo is figure arts, and he's like upholdsable everywhere.
Mm-hmm.
You know, there's like 2 ankle joints, which is bananas. 2 shoulder joints.
Yeah. No, for sure.
And you know, it's crazy. And then for the amount of money, it's worth it.
So I don't know why. I guess Kenobi might be sold out, but you have the Hot Toys. Actually, this one's not Hot Toys. It's a different company. Same concept though. But these are 1/6 scale figures, and they come with different accessories, different heads. But it's kind of like getting a statue. Like it's essentially a statue that you can pose and change out.
Yeah, the
accessories.
Kenobi's really cool.
Yeah. 255. So.
Yeah, 500 on a 2-pack for that. Like with the quality, I'd go for it.
Oh
yeah,
no brainer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
By the way, check out
Gentlemen,
General.
I have to. Sorry, I have to step out. I got the little one crying.
Oh no, you're good. Thanks for coming in.
So, it was a pleasure, gentlemen.
Yes,
Good talking to you, Carlos.
We'll be ending shortly.
Later, guys. Carpe Noctem.
There you go. But no, everybody, definitely check out General Kenobi's Bunker. He did a review of these 2 figures, and I've been debating them hard. So before we leave, I know you have your favorite hot toy that you got.
I do.
Is he your only hot toy at the moment?
He is the only hot toy I have.
Yeah, I feel like you got to keep it that way.
Yeah, I mentioned it before. My first hot toy would be the Crow. It was going to be the Captain America Endgame hot toy. And I was like, nope, it has to be the Crow because it's like one of my all-time favorite movies.
Yep.
But that's it. That is the first one. JJ's the man. Made me cry. Freaking JJ. And it's true. Once you have one hot toy, you kind of want more. Not gonna lie.
Yeah. I'm debating Big Lebowski at the moment.
I did see that.
Yeah, I have Michael Keaton Batman on the way. He's already pre-ordered, but every day I look at that Lebowski and I'm like, that might be it. He might be the first one.
Ooh.
Like, I know where to put it. That's the only thing.
That's what she said.
Hey, there we go. There we go. So before we head out again, sir, thank you for jumping on. This was a lot of fun.
Oh yeah.
You definitely have to do it again. Again, that's the benefit of being a channel member. I throw those links out there. You guys can join the stream, jump on, have a good time. Before we end, as I say every time I have a guest on the show, sir, plug yo shits.
T3 Collects, go follow me, subscribe. Help me get to 1,000 subscribers before the end of the year. Overgrowing Third Graders podcast, YouTube, Instagram. I think that is it. Tuesdays, whenever we have them, they're pre-recorded now, so they're on Tuesdays at 6 p.m. You want the audio podcast, those are on Monday at 6 a.m. West Coast time. Obviously, a lot earlier on the East Coast. So those will be up every Monday. The one I was supposed to have pre-record this week is being postponed because I'm going to my niece's wedding. So that'll be postponed until next week. So look for that one on following Monday, I guess, and then the following Tuesday. So yeah, that's it.
There you go. He's got 2 channels, and trust me, that is not an easy feat. But links will be...
Yeah, you know.
Yeah, I know. I have to drop one. But links will be in the comments, and they will be in the description afterwards. Again, brother, thank you for all the support. Thanks for always being here. And more importantly, thank you for making dope content and keeping the community just while it's drained with all your updates. Every time there's a new drop, every time there's new toy news, it's between you and Can't Kill Chewy. The two of you guys, I have to at this point block you guys because you guys are like always the McFarlane drop right now, this drop right now. And I'm like, fuck.
Hey, I got these affiliates to take care of, so I don't really want you guys to buy this stuff because I know I'm like making you spend money that you don't need to spend. But then again, it does help the channel out, so it's kind of like rock and hard place type thing. So tomorrow is the Marvel Legends panel tomorrow.
Yeah.
So wait for that. Who knows what they're gonna drop also tomorrow?
Yep. There it is.
So, but yeah, thanks for having me on.
Yeah, no problem. And Aaron said that Arch's whiskey kicked in, so I guess that means the show's done. So there you go.
There you go.
Thank you guys for being here. Wait, holy shit! Did I not do a drum roll today into the? Oh my god! Fuck.
Dude,
the streak has been broken. The streak has. Oh man. I'm sad.
This is live, so you can't re-record this.
I can't. No. Fuck. I'll have to go back. Maybe I did it like a little bit and I didn't even. Damn it. I'll go back and double check. HeyArcher live every Thursday, 8:15-ish p.m. here on Nerd Affiliated. Every Monday morning, Nerdy Coffee, again, here at Nerd Affiliated. 2 different shows, but yet you're stuck with this guy because, I'm your guy. We have a new Rambling with Anthony dropping tomorrow in his series on Batman the White Knight or the something Knight. I think it's the White Knight. Anyway, follow that. Follow our Ghostbusters Road to Comic-Con series. More importantly, like, comment, subscribe, and we'll talk to all you nerds in the next video. Peace. We're out of here.
Nerdy Coffee on Monday. Best podcast on Monday.
Hey, there you go. I'm back. Confirmed. I did drum roll today. I don't know if you guys can see it. It's coming. Hang on. I drum rolled it. The streak continues, ladies and gents. Talk to you guys later.
Austin 316 says I just whipped your ass.